Alright, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Madrid Hub again. I'm your host, Dr. Jota, and today we will be talking about a lot of stuff. But let me tell you, the most important today is not about the possible signings for Real Madrid, but the future of Zinedine Zidane, because there are a lot of people out there super angry, upset, and mad towards Zidane because if he ends coaching to PSG, for some of them, that is going to be a kind of treason to Real Madrid. I mean, not to me though. He is completely free to sign up with whoever he wants. But it's pretty obvious that as a Madridista, the future of Zidane in PSG, it's kind of weird to me. I mean, I wasn't expecting that at all, considering the player is not only a former coach and player of Real Madrid, and considering the ongoing rivalry between Real Madrid and PSG, I don't know if these guys from PSG are doing this kind of stuff like renewing Kylian Mbappe or signing now to Zinedine Zidane just because they want to tease to Real Madrid, they want to mock Real Madrid, they want to make fun of Real Madrid, they want to molest to Real Madrid. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that, but let me tell you, I've been listening to a lot of Madridistas in TV and social media platforms and stuff like that, and some of them are really angry towards Zidane. But apparently the truth is the signing of the French coach might happen at some point today or even tomorrow. So we will be monitoring the situation and tracking to Zidane and see what happens. But before we get started with that, let me tell you a couple names of Real Madrid, a couple players that might leave Real Madrid this summer. Number one is Dani Ceballos, because according to Tomás González Martín, Dani Ceballos might be closer to leave Real Madrid this summer than remaining in Real Madrid. As you know, the player is looking for minutes, it's looking for time to play, and is looking for continuity in Real Madrid, and he wants to basically to have chances to play every single Sunday, every single game for Real Madrid, which is complicated considering we already have Eduard Camavinga, Fede Valverde, and of course the upcoming Tchouameni. So for him, it's gotta be really complicated to find a spot in Real Madrid. So that's why he might end playing for Betis next season. So as far as Marco Asensio, let me tell you, Marco Asensio is still playing a little bit with Real Madrid, and what is happening right now, the latest information regarding to the player is Jorge Mendes is right now in talks to Manchester United for the Red Devils to sign Marco Asensio for the next year. I mean, the thing for him the other day showing up in the press conference and letting his future open in the air with no specific decision taken, in my opinion, is another different way to say, I want out, I want to be out, and I don't want to keep fighting for a spot in Real Madrid unless Carlo Ancelotti can assure that I will be playing the next season in the starting 11 every single day, which in my opinion is something really pretentious considering nobody should think that way in Real Madrid, because once you sign for Real Madrid, you have to be ready to fight for a spot in Real Madrid. You cannot, anybody can guarantee to you that you will have a place in this Real Madrid. So honestly, the way he's doing the things, the way he expressed himself, and the way he showed up in the press conference, to me is an indicator, a strong indicator, he might leave Real Madrid really soon. And now that Jorge Mendes is taking action and trying to take him to whether Manchester United or any other team in the Premier League, to me there's no many chances out there for him to stay in Real Madrid. But now, let's move on and let's talk about two different names that are really interesting for Real Madrid. Number one, Nkunku. Andrés Onrubia last night revealed the price that might cost to Real Madrid to sign to Nkunku, and that'd be about 75 to 100 million euros to sign the player. From my understanding, Real Madrid hasn't done any single offer already. I mean, hasn't put already any money on the table because they're not quite sure if the player is really a, player, that might be interesting for Real Madrid or not. I mean, it's not decided yet. They are probably monitoring the situation though, but I don't think Florentino will splash cash just for the sake of splashing cash. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to sign any player this year if we don't have to. So that is the thing. Number one. Number two, 75 to 100 million euros is a lot of money. It's crazy money. A super expensive guy when he only can prove and show that he did a good season but just one. Nothing else, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid decided not to go ahead and sign him. That is my own opinion. And now let's move on and let's talk about Tchouameni. And the reason for that is because Fabrizio Romano claims right after the friends against Croatia, the player might sign finally for Real Madrid, and the agreement between Monaco and Real Madrid is 100%. So there's no way back. The player will play for Real Madrid, which is great news for Los Madridistas, because finally we are going to see someone aside of Tony Rudiger signing up for Real Madrid this year, which is a very good news because on the other hand, we are strengthening the midfield for the next year, and I would say for the next decade, right? So very good news for Real Madrid. And now let me finish with the same story I began the video, and it was about Zinedine Zidane. For Zinedine Zidane to sign for PSG, like I said, that would be really awful for some Madridistas because nobody was expecting for him after his successful career in Real Madrid as a coach and as a player, seeing him like, the PSG coach, especially after the rivalry that we have had this season with the French club. I mean, I don't know if they are trying to, like I said, make fun of Real Madrid or trying to, getting obstacles and rocks on the way of Real Madrid or something like that, but signing to Zinedine Zidane is a clear signal to me that they won the war. I mean, they won a kind of war with Real Madrid. So we have to be ready for everything. And it's not only that. Apparently, if he signs for the French club, the president of the French Republic has apparently intervened in order for Zidane to sign for PSG. And it is the same thing that he did with Kylian Mbappe. So right now, man, we are battling against a very strong club that has been backed up not only by Qatar, but also by France. So we have to make sure that we know who are we fighting against. It is very important and crucial for us to understand that there's nothing we can do about it unless UEFA is suspended and the Superliga, the European Super League, goes ahead and is released. So let's see what happens, but in my opinion, the soccer spectrum is turning dark, and I don't expect too many good things for Real Madrid in the near future if Zidane signs for PSG finally, because it means a lot of things. It is not only the signing, it's what does that mean for the soccer spectrum, for the soccer future, and all the stuff. So I will keep you posted, guys. Now let me know your thoughts about that. Just comment in the section below, and of course subscribe to my channel, Real Madrid Hub.